was no doubt in my mind that they were installed to record things for posterity, for the Nixon Library. The President was very conscious of that kind of thing. We had quite an elaborate setup at the White House for the collection and preservation of documents and of things which transpired in the way of business of state.
On whose authority were they installed, Mr. Butterfield?
On the President's authority by way of Mr. Haldeman and Mr. Higbee.
At the time that I took the tape home and listened to it, the existence of the tapes was not known to anyone other than the limited people that Mr. Butterfield identified. And it was not contemplated, I don't believe, that its existence would ever be known.
I have given him absolute authority to make all decisions bearing upon the prosecution of the Watergate case and related matters. I have instructed him that if he should consider it appropriate, he has the authority to name a special supervising prosecutor for matters arising out of the case.
My assurance when I was named, and the assurance and testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee, was that I would be given access to everything. That's the ground on which I took the position, and I expect that assurance to be honored.
This principle of confidentiality of presidential conversations is at stake in the question of these tapes. I must, and I shall oppose any efforts to destroy this principle.
The President, at that point, thought he had no choice but to direct the Attorney General to discharge Mr. Cox. And I, given my role in guaranteeing the independence of the Special Prosecutor, as well as my belief in the public interests embodied in that role, felt equally clear that I could not discharge him. And so I resigned.
Now, I will tell you, as best I can recall, what I said to Bill Ruckleshouse. Hello, Bill, this is Al. Right, Al, I expected your call. No. Yeah, right, Al, I expected your call, and Bob Bork is sitting here with me. As you probably know, Elliot Richardson feels he cannot execute the orders of the President. That's right, I know that. Are you prepared to do so? No. As I recall, I said, well, you know what it means when an order comes down from the Commander-in-Chief and a member of his team cannot execute it.
I have just informed Judge Sirica that President Nixon will comply in all respects with the order of this court as modified by the Court of Appeals. It was obvious that the constitutional crisis was not over, that even if, as I hope he would have, Judge Sirica had accepted the presentation that we had planned to make as satisfactory compliance, there would have been those who would have said that the President is defying the law. This President does not defy the law.